We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Welcome back carry for David Johnson, who almost missed all of last year. And right away, he lost the football. But an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin.
Richmond.
On second down, here's Watson. Over the middle, complete. That's Burton. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On first down, Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. Hits his target. It's Tanner Gabriel. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Richmond. Black dirt and I feel it.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Target.
To throw on second is Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
For a 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Richmond.
Back to throw, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Burton. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And Hopkins hangs this one out to the right. Missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
All right, get set, fellas. 6-18.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And that's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Over the middle to Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week, and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Finding Gabriel complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Richmond. Come back.
From the red zone now, Watson. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Reset. Tiger. Do jet.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taylor Gabriel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On first down, Carr. throws one incomplete.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Here we go.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Finding some room at midfield. Carr can beat you in a lot of ways. The scramble there, a perfect example as he gets the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Carr. Buying time to his left. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And they'll run it here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr throwing on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. To go here in the first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this. The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now Carr. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. And the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Gold is able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. Do you think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially with a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Richmond.
On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. That's a strong running. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Hopkins' kick is good. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Hey, 7:34.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Low.
On second down, here's Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Tate. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
694.
And they'll go on the ground. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defense in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, Watson. Flush to his right. Escapes the sack. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Come back. Tiger. Come back.
To throw on second is Watson. He's going to let this go deep for Jake. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back.
And the blitz does come. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far. And they come away with nothing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play that time for the Rams. 57 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He'll get it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. On play action, now Carr out to his left. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Tyrone Crawford able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. And Gold is able to put it through. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
Richmond. Tiger.
Watson on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Burton. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Reset. Two jet.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Watson on third down. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Hey. Richmond. Come back.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Out of the gun, Watson. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A good pickup after the penalty. 12 yards, and it's second down.
Richmond.
On second down, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Burton. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Reset. Come back.
From the 50, it's Watson. The open man is Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Now a handoff. Johnson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson looking to throw on second down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And Hopkins' kick is good. And in the the fourth quarter. This game is tied. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Now it's him carry for Johnson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this.
Come back, come back. Tiger. Richmond.
To throw on 2nd down. Watson flushed out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now it's Watson. He's going to launch this thing way down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Rams on 3rd down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw his Carr. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Watson now to throw. Jackson complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds.
Come back, come back. Tiger.
Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? But maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The Niners on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Come back.
Watson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And the Rams getting set to go now. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try it.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
First throw of overtime for Carr. Over the middle, complete to Tate. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Carr now 9 of 17 through the air. Carr going to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
First throw in OT for Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Richmond. Come back. Tiger.
Now Watson operating from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he gets it down to the 32. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. It's Burton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. time, he's able to